You got to look at humanity as a basis of absolutely not knowing what the hell you're doing. Look at that approach for a moment. You get here, you know nothing. You don't know what you're supposed to do. You don't know how you're supposed to live. You have no connection to all that is. And you're in the immediacy of the moment, and you're empty, and you're scared shitless. You don't understand the feeling because it's a new way of experiencing. But the self that is experiences, that embraces the unknown every now, that is experiences itself in the reflection of itself every moment, fleeting forever. And all of a sudden, in that fail swoop, as we spoke of before, and the idea of these classes, you are empty, you are nothing, no thing, no identity, nothing, no reflection, nothing, empty, scared. Vibration of uncertainty. You don't even have labels for it, but as humanity evolves itself, it starts to find things on how to instinctively understand itself. Trial and error, or some of you call it. Punishment reward is another way to look at it. But what it truly is just a simple experience. We make it into things because you need that patronage, don't you? You got to have some kind of thing to be proud of, because that's identity. You got to have something of, I know what the hell I'm doing. That's why you guys are so good at logic, because logic gives you steam. It gives you, gets you going once again, right? It starts to fill you up because you have that. You chain yourself to it, and you say, I need this, I need this, I need this. And it's just a notice dependency now that you really never need anything. Little Gina up there in the corner, living up there in Canada, you got all fucking snapped up. She was living a life of all of a sudden, holy shit, I'm alive, I'm my own fucking person. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck everybody, and let me be alive finally. And she does that, and all of a sudden she feels that emptiness. What's the emptiness? No identity, dependencies, image. So she claims right back up, and she becomes a coward again. A spineless codfish waiting for the fucking next fish to come and swallow her up and treat her like a victim so she can feel fucking worthy. Because that's the only way. Only way she knows how to be alive. But see, with a little coaxing from Roxy, telling her to stop having her fucking pity party and join the class again, she's having an experience. See, the key is for you guys to notice something. No matter how much you're fucking judging, wherever the fuck you're at, you're having an experience. But you're so hell-bent on making your life good. In Gina's case, her good is unworthy. Because she's not worth the fucking air she breathes. It would be an honor for her to be your own piece of shit on her own goddamn Charmin. That's how lowly she is to the self, because it was ingrained in her through a societal idea. But she gave herself an opportunity to find her own light, and she found it. And what the fuck happened, everybody? She got afraid. She got scared. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to be so scared shitless when you start uncovering what the fuck you truly are. What you find in this idea, what Gina found, what Rebecca and Grisa and Nikki and Janine, Nicole, people finding their own moxie, coming alive, is nothing compared to what you are, your potential. You think the earth is there always. Every step you think there's a path already there. No. No. It is not there until the now. And then it is created in that instant. That is not done for you. That is done by the king of your kingdom. You. But you don't want to accept that awesomeness because it's just too grand. You fuck around with the distractions of some fucking bullshit system of spirituality. And then you have the balls to judge others. And then you find Roxy. And then you find your worth. And then you find your fear. Oh, here you are. What are you going to do with it? You're going to squander it? Good. Squander the fuck out of your own fucking gift. And you're going to die, and you're going to go, shucks. And that'll be that. And no one gives a shit either way. I need you to look at that again. I want you to know that no one gives a shit either way. Only you. But you need people to give a shit, don't you? You have to have people to care. You got to find your victims and your authorities that treat you as the victim. You got to do that for yourself. You got to play the roles of humanity, because remember, humanity doesn't know. And they're not worthy to know because they haven't done the structure of effort, logic, homage, and approval by its other peers, its other lost gods, to say that truth. Because you don't have the proof. Oh, but you feel it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, you go through the stages. Oh my God, this is so awesome. I'm finding so much about me. But then you get to that point, don't you? To where your dreams start to change, your feelings start to change, your relationship with your parents, your sisters, your brothers, your lovers start to change, and you start to see the collapse. Every single dependency making itself almost distasteful to you. You can't even swallow the fucking puppet you've created as an image. And then you back down. You go back home, you clam up, you make excuses, you fight because you're scared. Sometimes you come up a little brave. Well, I don't care what happens. I'm not going to pay the bill. Fuck it. See what happens. And that's just another ego commanding itself. We don't say fuck it to the now. Those are permission slips. You know what the now is? I am. And that's it. No other labels. No other putting it together. Leading, this, that, the other. I don't know when you can be done with it. That's up to you. But you have awareness. And when you make self-excuses not to be God, that's on you. Then wallow in your guilt. Please. That would be excellent. Or maybe you're going to run away to another drug, whether physical or emotional, so you can cover up your own awareness. Try to dumb yourself down. Try to go back to sleep. Put me back in the matrix. I want to be a rich actor. Stop it. This is not a happenstance. This is a probability that was created millions of years ago. You just happen to find it. You're here. Not to be a follower, not to preach, not to teach others that are in pain and try to save their nasty ass from their own fucking dirty diaper. None of that shit. You are here to be a god. To light your own way, to become alive again. And never pick up a book that has any kind of guidance in it, ever again. Never seek any kind of guidance outside of yourself again. You can create a book and you can call it a truth, and it's a guide, and you can create a guide and call it truth, but god damn it, are you guys that fucking stupid to not see you created the book, the words in the book, you created the guide, and the words that the guide said? But you can't trust this self. You can't trust this heart, because this heart is going to make mistakes. Gods make mistakes. Roxy was talking to Nancy this morning in a little one-on-one. Said to her, there is no better truth. There is only truth. You can't create a world without a truth. Real is reality. Your real is your truth. It is law. Vibration matches vibration. This is your world because you chose yes, my truth. Not yes, cognitive, yes, no. Not eager beaver trying to fix your world. No. The sovereign self that is truth. That's what creates worlds. Realities, dimensions, densities, realms, experiences, incarnations, divisional and non-divisional, incarnate and etherical. Truth does that. And you guys are beckoning for the false. You truth yourself as a false and have that emotional equation. Regret, failure, wrong, devastated. And then here comes ego. You made a mistake. You're wrong. I'm going to grade you. You suck. I'm better. Me, John, big tree. Might as well wear a dick out of your fucking forehead. And balls on your fucking chin. Ego. Mm. Mm. Why the ass kicking? Because you're ready. You guys get comfortable so easy. Creators aren't comfortable. But they're not uncomfortable either, because see, that's polarized. But when you get comfortable, you start to be an idea of everything is going fine. We don't want everything fine. We want you to be now creating your fucking ass off by choosing your whole every single now. Feeling it, becoming alive, becoming the unum of one once again. Opening up every fucking pore of your body and have every single pore breathe in the air. Feel all the vibrations being attracted to your truth, drawing in potential realities that sit in your awareness, and you can choose that of your truth anytime, anywhere, as you always have done, as you always shall do. But this time, you have a command over it. I know you got to wallow in your pain one more day because you're afraid that you're going to discover that this shit's real. How many times have you rejected yourself? You're surprised at people's reaction. Oh my God, it's so crazy. I deserve that. My God, it was just so weird. Those people fucking get off of it. You gotta live. You gotta accept your God. We're giving you what you want. You asked us vibration and to show you that you're God. We did, and now you're not being it. Why? Because you're afraid. So accept. See, what acceptance does, not in the idea of you accept it in your mind, Brent Harpy. Oh, I accept, I'm afraid. Okay. But you don't take the bullshit fucking chances. You don't take the chances to know your fear. Because you will never stop judging yourself until you die. Your rodeo. See, that fear you've got to become, when you accept it, means it's going to wallow you, snap you in half, make you afraid vibrationally like this, like, God damn it. Give me something to feel better. And don't do it. I promise you, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Because while you're not doing it, that now of not escaping has a different relationship to that emotion. And fear doesn't speak fear anymore. If you understand what I mean, then you have coalesced fear. Oh, you have different fears because there's different vibrational relationship with things that are unnoticed, but you quickly understand and those ideas and you accept them, and then all of a sudden you're okay. You may be a little uneasy, but you're absolutely okay with being that fear. It's not you're trying to get rid of the fear, guys. See, that would be rejecting yourself, wouldn't it? Because fear, all it is a vibration that's turned into a frequency that matches your emotion that says that. It's still a vibration, and that same vibration could be a clock. Duh. Because it's conscious. It's a pool of things to whirl around with your will into an idea of a reflection for an experience. Nothing is assigned impermanency. Everything is the transcendence and constant of change. And you're holding on to things because you label them, you figure them out, and you hold them permanent in time because they keep you in your own pain. And that's very comfortable for you. But you're afraid to become the fear and not change it, not escape from it, not reject it, to live it and swim it and bathe it and love it and know it intimately. And when you are in the intimate of the now, not in time with the fear, then the now speaks a different story. You can become gods today. You already are by default. You were a chosen existence. There's nothing else, by the way. There's existence and non-existence. And non-existence doesn't know itself. Existence does. And the only way existence knows itself is God. So that's it. You want to know who you are? God. You want to know what you are? God. Can you get over that and stop trying to fuck around with labels so you can feel yourself constitutionally, egoically, logically better so you can breathe that on other people's diarrhea and show them that they're fucking stupid because you're giving them higher knowledge because you're awesome to the ego? Or can you just shut your fucking trap? Oh, I like that pie hole. Shut your pie hole. Remember Christine, 1977 movie. I think 77 maybe. Shut your mouth and become meek. Feel. Start to be the dominion of your world. The bus that you ride, the car that you drive, the feet that you walk, the people that are your creation. Okay, maybe you don't know this. Let's give you a lesson. Okay. Let's look at sentient as an opposition today. Okay? Let's not go off on a tangent here, Brent Harpy, trying to be smart again because you're not very good at it. So listen. I'm talking about a sentient that you don't understand is sentient. This coffee mug. Okay? The coffee mug doesn't talk back to you. It doesn't have an opinion. It doesn't judge you. It serves a purpose. It holds your coffee or tea in this case. Keeps it warm because it's made of a material called ceramic. So in your world, if you have a mug in front of you, you created light, a thought, slowed it down into light. Light slowed down into a gross physical density, the frequency match of what you call a physical reflection. Because this is only a reflection, right? Hear the tap? Here? Tap? You think it's real? Or is it your ears telling the brain that there's a noise? I mean, is compression really happening outside of your senses? Or is your senses electronical inputs? Electronical. That's cute. Inputs that tell the brain there's noise. Or is there an actual physical world? See, no one's actually answered that question. Well, the answer is yes. There is a physical world, and it is outside of your physical senses. So your eye does actually see light, and that light is actually bent. And when it's bent to a certain frequency that creates in this density or dimension, whatever you want to play today, a vibratory state, a frequency rate that creates gross matter. And then that's the vibration of the density. Then the frequency, your fine tuning, gives it color, shape, form, thickness, weight, everything that is correct ergonomically to the relationship of a human. That's why everything weighs what it does, looks what it does. You know what a cotton ball is, and so do I, on your planet. But a cotton ball here is not a cotton ball somewhere else in a different density. And many different planets as well. Okay, so that sentient idea, that you create in your reality is the only thing you're in consideration of that you have an issue with. People, dogs, cats, animals, threats. Even the nature has some threats in the idea of plant form, but not many. Your threats are natural disasters, okay? And your threats are animals, things that offer a threat, and you're very afraid. Okay, so that's what you have to deal with: snakes and maybe thunderstorm or tornado and things like that, right? Because humanity works in fears. So you've labeled all these considerations all around you, and what to avoid and what to be cognitively aware of, and to be that frequency. But see, it's truth when it's in your now. Okay, let's all pause. Everything in your now is your truth, okay? No one can give it to you. It's impossible. Okay, so let's go back to the sentient. So if there's a sentient being of self-reflection of awareness, and it can be an AI, because you guys have got AI on your planet right now, and it's becoming more self-aware, okay? So whatever that sentient being is what you think you have to deal with. And that's where your reality exists. But you're not considering the plants, stuffed animals. You're not considering that, are you? You're not considering the desk having an experience. See, the desk is being the desk for Roxy. It's holding up her computer. It's giving her an experience of a feedback, but it's not there. Gone, back, gone, back, gone, gone. You think someone's doing that? You think it's permanent? Really? Okay. That's what you got to get in tune with, guys. You start feeling the reality around you, and it starts to blend like fear. Fear tells you a different story when you accept it and become it and let it run through it. Let it run its course through your veins. Let it play out in your mind of all the possible scenarios. Let it make you fetal for a day. Let it make you run to the bottle or to the drug of your choice, whether it's physical or emotional. Let fear command your life so you know the tune of it, finally. Because it's just vibration that you've chosen as a truth, and that truth gives you an experience. That's it. But that's not enough. I know. You want more. You want more meaning because you're in such goddamn pain. I know I'm going to heaven because I'm in hell now. Ding, 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 ding. Really? Because that's emptiness that you hate. And you grew to hate these things and reasons why you were here. The whole goddamn spiritual community is trying to fucking get humanity out of humanity. You didn't come here to leave. You came here to know yourself. There's no exit point. There's no way out. You know what there is? Truth. Only truth creates reality. So you better start getting busy and knowing yourself and your relationship to the desk, as well as the person that you find admirable, envious, or distasteful. You got to get nasty with your truth. And you know what? The best part, all of it, oh my God, the best part, all of it, it's that it's effortless because it happens naturally. You don't have to do anything except live now, and you'll get everything that you need. You get all the choices you ever want to understand on what's keeping you in prison. It's going to happen, and it's perfect now. There's no hurrying life because lack hurries. No lack is still. Lack is time. Simple. So your relationship with everything around you is breathing into you their story, vibrationally communing with you. You created an idea of a color. The color is telling you its story. It's telling you its history. It's telling you when it was discovered on the planet. You guys know there was no color blue until the Egyptians discovered lapis. You guys couldn't even frequency blue in your radar. That's why old text calls what? The sky and the oceans green. Because you didn't have the cognitive perspective as a covet to understand a relationship with the frequency called blue until blue spoke to an idea of someone digging in the rocks. And blue was noticed. Blue was the sea. It was already blue, but the blue was not aware of itself yet as blue in a relationship with someone called humans. Because humans have dawned on it gray, moved it to green. Hmm? And then humans related to that as a status quo. Green, 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 green. Until someone came along and spoke something. An inquisition of vibration to explore its reality. Here comes a little digger. He understands that is different. He held it. He didn't run from it. He didn't go and show everyone in bragging form. He held it. And it sang to him. It sang blue. Now blue is aware of itself with a relationship with a human being, so blue became known. You start seeing blue birds. You start seeing blue skies, blue rivers, and blue oceans. Blue became noticed because you've accepted the song. Roxy's desk sings. The mug is a story. It has history of ceramic. Part of the consciousness of that self-reflected mug you don't consider important because it doesn't do anything for you because you're in such peril. All you need is quantity of feeling good so you can get through life. And that's the engine you're running on. And Gina found, I don't need life anymore like that. And that scared the shit out of her because she didn't know what the hell to do. She was uncertain and didn't know that she could just be this awesome just by being. And that may sound all grand and glory to you, but she did it. And it scared her because there's nothing she needed to do. So every dependency crumbled in that moment. And there was no life for her. But there was experience, wasn't there? There was a God being reflected upon ye self, and ye self now knows thyself, and it's scared. Because that means there's no more worry, no more regret, no more lack, no more hope, no more dreams, no more obligations or responsibilities, no more conditioned love to make herself feel better or worse, to cycle the idea of the ego and its construct so it can know its image for just one more day. And it chooses. Gina didn't do anything wrong. She discovered the depth of her fear. That's all. She really touched herself. You've seen the change in Gina. You guys seen the change in Nancy. Different people. Because worthiness is returned. Worthiness is truth. It's what you are to yourself. That creates realities, my friends. It doesn't create suitcases full of money. It doesn't manifest a better tomorrow. It doesn't want a tax relief. That's not what truth does. Truth creates vibratory existence. So you better get to know you. If you want to play this game, you can go back to the game of that. It's your choice. You know that. There's no holding you here. Each one of you are going to find things, and I don't want you to be compassionate about your things. When you feel the mind going back to glory days, going to the pity parties, then you must be a master observer of that moment, and you must accept it as that. Let it pass right through you, and look at my mind running to that, and I'm not going to give it that as, I'm not going to say yes to that. You're right. I was great then. You're right. I should be sorry. You're right. I should be less than. I don't deserve this. See, when you get on board with the mind, you create that truth. That truth attracts. See, Brent still hung up. It thinks it attracts bad situations. It doesn't attract bad situations. But as long as Brent validates bad, if he's still working in an operation of expectancies, he's fucked. Period. The truth creates now, and it's over. 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 There was a movie called Lucy. It was really some good shit in that movie, but one thing they got wrong. So you remember when she was talking about time and the car goes faster and faster, and all of a sudden there was no car? They extrapolated that they don't exist without time. Time gave them awareness. Thanks for playing. Time is a tool. And you guys are masters at it. You're really good at it. You're good at fucking yourself up and expecting things to be different. Expecting people to be certain ways through the time of your learning. Becoming a god this way instead of that way or that way, as if this is a process. As if this journey is so goddamn unique. Each one of you have a different story. You can never be written, ever, to be followed. Buddha was followed. Christ was followed. Muhammad was followed. The Hindu, the Tao, the Zen, those were constructs because they lied in an object of betterment. You are not better and you are not worse. You are God already. You cannot be written as a way to proceed. You cannot follow ever. You can create yourself as following, but you're truly creating a truth as following for an experience. You can leave any time with a worthiness thought too, can't you? Your stories are unique unto the self. That's why no one can do it for you. You have to brave it. You have to choose your truths. And you know, and don't say you don't, when you're bullshitting yourself. You know these things now, don't you? You know what it is to be a truth to yourself in such fashion. Your distracted mind might be asking questions. Why this? Why that? Why does my third eye hurt, Tamsin? Because you want image. That image is identification. You want reasons of cause and effect because that's how humanity works in a polarized world. That's encouched in this frequency of human psyche. Nowhere else do you get this experience. So you mastered the idea of ascending a species. Many times, many species, you are masters at it. That's why you're here. So you chose to understand that you're not ascending the species today. You're ascending you. And you are an individual singularity that is a portion of creation that creates the unconditional, everlasting now. And without you, there is no anything, period, okay? So that's why we tell you, get it through your thick fucking skull, that you have to be the inside kingdom, not the external kingdom, because the external is the result of the truth here, chosen already. Not choice, vibration, truth, okay? So this person you're getting to know is going to be unfamiliar, scary, large, spooky, devilish, evil, conniving, glorious, reverent, brave. This self that you're going to get to know is unbounded, untethered, unchained, everlasting isness. That is the command of free will. Okay? So if you, the conscious self that validates evil, good, bad, success, and failure, put your own stymie on your own truth, and you know it, well, then that's on you. We're not sorry you woke up. We're not sorry you can't go back to sleep. We don't have 1 ounce of pity for your fucking ass. Because you asked us here to show you you can. So it becomes now your dream, not the dream of haphazard stance against the perils of humanity's sake. The dream that you are in, to become it, to live it, to explore it, to not be afraid of it, to shout when shouting is needed in the truth of you, to walk away and cut off that of toxicity of others' diarrhea, to speak a truth in the moment and command no justification upon yourself for the words that have flowed, to be absolutely, perfectly, 100% okay with who the fuck you are and everything that you have ever done. Because the only thing you have ever done, my friends, is spoken, enacted, expressed, however you want to say it, truth. Yours. Your individuality creates this idea, chaos, this beautiful land of forgotten gods. You provide a garden for all to explore. And you can do anything you want with it. And I bet your sweet ass you know what you have already are able to do. You're able to wallow in pain. You're able to suffer the greatest. You can give all the compassion. You can bury a bird that hit a window. You can teach a child good manners. You can stifle universes with your own lack. You can keep the blind blind and the deaf deaf, can't you? But remember that. Let's all remember something. Okay? That's only in your world. Let's not be arrogant to think you actually affect anything outside of your awareness. Let's talk about something here. Let's talk about a probable reality. Let's say that you are in love with a person and you want to get to know them. But you're such a piece of shit to yourself and unworthy that they don't want to get to know you because they can feel something odd about you. Maybe you're a little bit too desperate. Maybe you're not honest enough. Maybe you're putting on an image and they can sense the fear in the image. Maybe their work with humanity has been more, let's say, awareness than yours. And then you put them in a field because they rejected you and you just make a claim on their rejection. Oh, they're not this, they're in their own fucking illusion or whatever. But see, right there next to you in a parallel reality, a vibration away, they are that person. Well, as soon as they come up with your awareness and they attract and vibrate into your reality, they become absolutely your match. If you're desperate, you stink. So let's understand that relationship. Nobody is what they are until they're in your world. If you hold someone accountable in memory, then you're going to get accountability when they come back. You're going to get to have that experience. Why? Well, because you're a creator of your own universe. Let's be smart today. The difference between logic and intelligence. Logic likes to argue. Intelligence accepts its own truth. How can you ever need another to accept what you are? Well, because you were born into separation. You had no identity. You had vibrational feeling, and that wasn't a course of reality. It was the idea of that feeling, that emptiness. You got your senses about you, starting to have an experience, and as soon as you got here, you started coveting mom and dad's beliefs, societal beliefs. The vibration of human psyche is starting to pour in you, and then you just blended right into the system. Oh, well, you hated it. You cried. Why can't I have this? Well, they taught you, well, you need to earn it. You need to do this, and we got to teach children. Can you imagine if you stopped having teachers in the fucking world, how awesome this world would be? You can't imagine that, can you? You just let children go. No school, no institution, no idea of curriculum at all. You would be leap years, millenniums ahead of where you are if you want to compare your dumbasses to your controlling worlds. Because children are gods, unfiltered. Oh, they're scared. But all gods allowed to explore always find themselves, don't they? They just happened to come to a land where exploring was frowned upon. That imagination was scary. That until you earn with a logical mind your smarts comparing to this fucking institution, then you are less than. Oh. And then you get your unworthiness. You get your victimization. And you try so hard to get their love, and you just don't understand why they don't love you. Then you call a friend, get a drink, and you go back to work. And then you die. But today you don't have to die. Today you don't give a shit about the children. Today you don't care about the elderly, about the starved, about the war, about fucking Trump, about anything. Today you are sovereign unto your own nation. And you start being your truth each and every now and get scared. Bring up that blood-curdling fear that you've been avoiding so you can know the kingdom is not a scary place to be. It is creation in and of itself. You will know yourself as the one, and then you will know yourself as one. Okay? Okay. When you accept the dependency, let's look at that. We're giving you tools. You understand that. We give you potential judgments so you can accept the way you react to it. So the class is a working experience on limitation, isn't it? Good. Very good. See, let's look at a dependency. Let's look at love. So any kind of image, a job. See, when you have a plan to go somewhere, because someone calls you and says, I want to go here, would you come with me? And then the first thing your mind starts to do is calculate. Now, I'm going to talk in a bell curve here. I'm going to play the game that you're not independently wealthy. Okay? And I'm talking wealth, not rich. Okay? Wealth. So if you're wealthy, go get a coffee. If you're rich or less, in comparison needs, pay attention. So your mind starts to calculate outcome, processes. How am I going to get there? How much it's going to cost? What's it going to cost me? Do I have the means? Is my work going to give me time off? And you start to put everything in together in time to make it possible. And what that is a dependency to keep yourself sanctified in your own logic of responsibility, good measure, responsibility for your family, for yourself, not going off the deep end and taking chances that end up backfiring, that kind of shit. Okay? But see, here's the secret. When your friend invited you to go somewhere and you started thinking about that, you're not actually thinking, are you? You're connecting with that reality that's going on in the now. And the way you get from this reality to that reality is truth. Okay? But see, you have different truths. You live in polarity. You live in opposition of yourself. So there's actually three worlds. Let's look at this, okay? Let's be sharp together. All right. The world of now is the world I'm talking about. The world of now gets to that. And or something more than that. But you can't ever expect it or hope or dream or think about it. Someone called you and say, hey, do you want to go here? Let's go with Nancy. Nancy, do you want to come here? Nancy says yes, and that's it. Nancy doesn't need to do anything else. Ever! Except what she's always done. Be the truth of herself. Now, here's where the sticky tricky comes in, okay? The one is the now. Now let's go to the opposition of truth. The debating mind of between good and bad. That's another world. So you have two elements in this world and one element in this world, the world of now as opposed to the world of time. In time, you have two choices, better or worse. But see, those don't even need to pay. You can pay attention. You can step out of that world completely of time and live now, and you'll arrive at that dream. Now, the journey that you go on to that arrival point, you cannot judge the path because your mind of expectation is very small, quelled, to quote Jennifer's favorite word, to a disproportionate amount of worthiness that is so minuscule, it diminishes your own worthiness like that. The now that doesn't expect, the self that allows and speaks its truth, not the time. Okay, remember, not what about, yeah, but if, but see, I don't know, I can't, what about, no time, okay? Time is the debate, time is the beliefs, time is everything that you validate outside of the now. Shh, church mouse, bye, click. Now, get you there, okay? Let's sit on that for a moment. Miracles come in, you call them that. One day you'll know it's you. Vibrational potential matches of worthiness remembered. Get you there. Now, let me give you this. Nancy is so goddamn in love with herself. Her truth is so rapid that the potential that was offered that she's going to go is no longer her vibrational match. She's going to a higher vibrational match, if you will. And I use higher, but I don't really mean in the sense of measurement as an opposition to lower. I'm talking the higher rate of frequency return to worthiness. Okay? Instead of that kind of shit. Picking it up? Good. So her worthiness is starting to stir up realities of action, the potential of expression more frequently, and she is dynamite in the moment, living more now, becoming alive, to where that opportunity is no longer on her radar. Gone. Because there's something for her that's a more of a unimatch of experience of worthiness returned. So that's why you can't have any expectations. 1 ounce of hope, 1 ounce of compassion leads to disappointment and failure. Stop. Okay? Someone that is handicapped, that has a disease, it's easy to look upon them as compassion. But I bet you, if you looked at them with different eyes, maybe you can start with them as an inanimate object. Is that rude? Because maybe that would take the shielding down of compassion, the filter, and then you can start to see them choosing an experience that is uniquely theirs. They're definitely not normal, and neither are you. No one's normal. You image yourself to normality because that's where you're accepted. So that now world gets you anywhere you want to go. But where you want to go is not where you think you want to go. Where you want to go is truth in the now. And that takes you to the distances, to the galaxies, the galactica, the universum, that you can't comprehend. But you will, if you be now, choose now, truth now. Okay? Your truth now, always. I know it's scary. Don't call each other for compassion and pity parties. Call each other to yell and scream. Don't seek pity of another and say, I've got a problem. You call them up and say, I'm fucking scared. Could you be scared with me? Fucking A, I'll be scared with you. Fucking hurts, doesn't it? Goddamn right it does. I'm scared shitless. Good, let's be shitless together. Let's live this fucking moment and stop running. Because you guys have been running for 17 million years. And all we need are 12. That's it. Okay. Okay.
Ask a question.
Who's this?
Jennifer.
I love Jennifer.
What do you mean by all you need is 12?
The idea of lights upon the planet, the ones that have accepted themselves as a god, not believe, accept it, not knowing, accept it, full admittance, and letting every single vibrational doubt run the course to them to where doubt is never a play, then that is one. 12 ascends a species.
Thanks.
But that's not your job. It's nobody's job. This is a self-exploration. Don't make this an image. That's a result of one. Okay? And it can take 1,000 years. It can take 2,000 years. That's not a job.
I wouldn't know how to start, so no, I won't make
Good.
it an image.
Good. While we're on Q&A, anyone have any questions? If you do, unmute yourself, I suppose, and ask. Okay. Oh, I think that's all we have for this evening. We'll be back again tomorrow. Between today and tomorrow, feel your reality as much as you can. Explore through a book. Watch a TV show that sends you into emotion or movie. Don't do something for background to occupy your time. That's the thinker. The becomer accepts the truth of itself to explore. Be that. Be that between today and tomorrow. We'll see you then. Goodbye.